Yo, what's up guys? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today I'm joined by LaPoKaTi, finally on the channel. He finished first and third last season on ladder playing Giant and Minor Mortar Cycle. He's in ladder right now live, but this is the deck we're going to be covering today. It's 2.9, really the fastest viable Giant Minor Cycle deck. It's Giant Minor Triple Spell, but the support cards have changed in a big way in this deck. Now let me just go ahead and say this just out the gate here. I asked LaPoKaTi, I was like, dude, what decks can you share on the channel? He asked either Mortar Minor, which he's really known for, but he also played Giant all the way till the last day of the season last season. So I said, what's your favorite Giant deck right now? And actually shared this deck, which at first glance I was like, dude, this looks really high skill cap. And, you know, I've been watching him now for about a half an hour before I hit record, just trying to get a feel for the deck, so I have some idea of, you know, some strategy advice to transfer to you guys. And let me tell you, he beats like every matchup except for Golem and has some trouble, but has won against RG, but has some trouble. Basically, those matchups where you need a big tank and you have to rely on a lot of counter lane pushes. Another thing about this deck that you guys have to know before we get into any of the play-by-play here is that he never, I have not seen him once yet, drop a Giant in back. He's always saving the Giant for a bridge troop to pressure the opponent when they're low on elixir, when they don't have a good counter in hand, or, well, I guess, well, when they made a big tank investment, aka when they're low on elixir, or when he has the elixir lead. So for that reason, he's actually cycling a lot of mega minions in the back, and then getting ready to play that Giant at the bridge, and then he uses a lot of very aggressive spells with the Minor on the tower, and then he'll go in with the Giant, Minor, and spell push a lot. So Mega Minion in the back, Giant at the bridge, Minor goes into the tower, then he has his spells ready. That's kind of the bread and butter of LaPoKaTi in this matchup. Have you guys heard of LaPoKaTi before this video? You know, go ahead and let me know if you haven't. But he has come on hot. I gotta give huge props to Trainer Luis for making assembling a really incredible Immortals team in CRL. And, you know, LaPoKaTi has been just absolutely fantastic so far this year for Immortals. I mean, think about it. They have Royale, obviously. They have the God RF, who's been incredible this year. And they have LaPoKaTi as kind of their trio for King of the Hill for 1v1. And they have God RF and Akrap as their 2v2 specialists. Just a really, really well-assembled team. And, you know, to quote Trainer Luis, check this out. He says that LaPoKaTi could be the best player in the meta right now. And, hey, finishing first and third on ladder and being really, really successful so far in CRL West definitely goes to back that up. So anyway, we are here already in overtime. Excuse me for kind of blabbing on, but I wanted to set the table. This is my first day back from E3. Maybe I'll make a community tab post, tell you guys a little bit about what it was like. Had a chance to meet so many amazing people. I'll tell you guys in the community tab post. But meanwhile, this is going to be GG, guys. A very, very, very fast spell cycle. I'm sorry for not providing any play-by-play this match, but suffice it to say, he made quick work of that hog deck. Let's go ahead and hop into the next live, and we'll talk a little bit more about the deck and the play-by-play. All right, guys, here we go into match number 2 against Roberto from Real Legends. So yeah, you know, I told you the habits that I've noticed so far when he plays this deck, what he kind of tends to do. Now let's focus more on these matches, and win or lose, I'll bring you everything and we'll see how he handles. Honestly, it's just a joy to watch this guy play. So for that reason, I have been usually, in case you guys missed it, in case you're new to the channel or in case you haven't tuned in for a while, I have been lately adding my own gameplay to the end of these pro tip videos, usually 1 to 3 matches, just trying out the deck. But today, I want to make it all about LaPoKaTi because I just love watching the guy play. So here we go, going against a Furnace Archer's Fireball deck. You gotta figure it's either Graveyard or Royal Giant. Skarmy is down. It's kind of still like mid-season, so you never know what you're going to face here on ladder, right? Minor on the tower there, nice use of the Zap. Oftentimes, too, he'll use Zap with the Minor rather than with the Giant, even if there's an Inferno Tower up. I noticed that in a couple matches. We'll see if we go against any Inferno Tower decks in this kind of stretch of gameplay here. So Log comes down, early damage advantage here against, we still don't know what deck this is. Again, I'm thinking, you see Furnace, you kind of think Royal Giant, but it could be Graveyard or something weird too, off meta halfway through the match here. And the opponent, Roberto, just opts to split archers in the back, and we go ahead and we send in another miner again. If you guys like fast decks, if you like aggressive decks, well, this is the deck for you. And oh, it's Graveyard. Okay, so it is Giant Graveyard deck here. We have that cannon ready on defense. Cannon against Graveyard. If you play any Tog 2.6, you already know this. A great defensive option. However, Roberto, the opponent here, with about 10 seconds or so left in single elixir time, has now the damage lead. With this deck, ideally, we'd have the damage advantage going into double elixir time, where most decks are going to be heavier than ours. So here we go. Miner on the right tower again. Ice Wizard in response from the opponent as they set up another Furnace. We're going to go ahead and be very aggressive with the Fireball throughout all these matches. Basically, when they give you Fireball value, I've noticed that LaPoKaTi tends to take it. You know, you're going to give it to me, I'll take it. So here we go. It's going to be a log and zap against those archers behind that giant, knowing that Graveyard's probably coming. And we're probably cycling, yes we are, to another cannon. So the cannon's down to answer that Graveyard, and we have the log down. Beautiful defense there, making sure we were able to stop that giant with the Mega Minion at the bridge. Now guys, 25 seconds or so, it looks like there's a little lull in the action here, so I want to advise you guys, if you're having problems with Golem or with Royal Giant when playing this deck, I wouldn't be afraid to sub in maybe a mini Pekka or maybe even a Lumberjack, just something that does a little bit more DPS in for the skeletons. Obviously, it's not going to be as fast of a cycle deck, but, you know, I like to give substitutions, especially if you're struggling with one sort of matchup. This is a deck that takes some practice, but that Fireball and the Skeletons finish off that right tower again. An aggressive Fireball, and we come up with another victory. 2-0. Let's go to match number 3, guys. All right, guys, match number 3. Let's go 3 in a row here against my dude from China at the top of the screen. So he gives the wow. Let's see what we can do here. I love watching him play this deck here. So again, yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to sub in. It would only make the cost, what, like 3.2 maybe? If you sub in a mini Pekka, and it would still be a fast cycle deck. So, you know, just giving you some options, some heavy, hard-hitting option against, you know, even if you're struggling against, you know, Golem, again, Golem, Royal Giant, the two big ones. But again, it is a higher skill cap deck, so you're going to want to go ahead and practice a bit before you throw this one away, okay? It's a fun deck to play too. This is the type of deck that will make you better at the game if you can not only master it, but just kind of get a sense on how to play against various different types of matchups. So here we go again. This is like as far back as you'll see him place the giant, guys. Place the giant in front of the Princess Tower, but not behind the King Tower. And smack dab, we run into a Pekka. Pekka, not as difficult as you may think with this deck, because we can cycle around the Pekka when we're using this deck. So let's see how he handles this, though. It's going to be a Pekka at about 75% health, and then she has an E-Wiz in tow. Log's going to finish off that E-Wiz. The beautiful thing about this, just like 2.6 or 2.9, you can defend at a pretty good elixir advantage. You can pick up those positive elixir trades on the defensive end, which will help you be more aggressive with your spells on the offensive end. So here we go with a giant boom right at the bridge. Knowing that the Pekka is not in hand, we force out a Ram Rider and a Dark Prince out of the opponent here. Zap comes down, gonna buy a little bit more time for that Mega Minion to evade those snares from the Ram Rider. Ram Rider does connect on the right tower. Meanwhile, we have a Miner on the tower as well. Gonna go ahead and be pretty much even Steven here in the damage advantage. The log goes down, preventing that Dark Prince from getting a charge or any hits off against that right tower as we enter into double elixir time, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Let's see what he has in store for us. Maybe like one elixir advantage for the opponent. They drop a, let's see what he does here. Pekka in the back. We are going to pressure the hell out of that left lane. Here we go, guys. It's going to be that left tower onto the giant. We're going to go ahead and send in that miner as well. Dark Prince and an E-Wiz. Snowball comes down from the opponent. Now we're doing two things here, right? We're playing really aggressive offense, and look at now the opponent can't really support that Pekka here. So we go really heavy in the left lane, and now, hey, skeletons, cannon, no big deal. We got that Pekka on lockdown because we forced so much elixir out of the opponent there on defense, and again, we're able to defend for a positive elixir trade. Beautiful. Baby D on the left tower, who cares? They're splitting their damage, and we have a huge damage advantage here with only like 15 seconds left on the clock. Miner on that left tower. Dark Prince, no, not so fast, Dark Prince. A nice zap there, and now we can just fireball cycle. Don't care if we activate the King Tower. Look at this cycle, guys. Log, No, we don't even need to get back to another fireball. Miner's gonna go ahead and finish things off. 2 seconds, 1 second, and LaPoKaTi does it again, guys. Let's go into match number 4. This guy is smooth sailing here on ladder. And here we go again, against Shadow from Sandstorm, Egypt. Sandstorm, nice to see those guys are still doing well. They're one of the OG clans. Originally, it was, oh my god, it was 50 Kings merged with Arab Empire? Was it Arab Empire? I'm such a noob, I forgot. But, you know, those guys, the leaders of Sandstorm have been around since day one. Early on, it was always Sandstorm versus Nova for ladder battles. The good old days of Clash Royale. Anyway, here comes the Giant and Mega Minion in the left lane. Zap comes down, Fireball comes down. Again, being aggressive with our spells there and forcing a Fireball out of the opponent. Fireball's not going to do a lot of work against that Giant there. Taking that left tower in a 16:07. Start things out here about 45 seconds into the match. Going against, it looks like we're going against LaPoKaTi's bread and butter normally, probably a Miner Mortar deck. Let's see what the other card is, but it's probably Miner Mortar Fireball. Could be a Rascals version with Fireball. I kind of forgot. I'm not a Mortar player myself, so, and it is the Rascals version, so I stand corrected, not the Miner version. So 12:31 remaining on that tower, and again coming in hot to start this thing out here, and making quick work of the opponent. And again, you want to have a damage advantage with this deck against most decks. But here we go, big pressure, and it is Miner too. I knew I was an idiot there. I knew I was an idiot, and I was. It's proven correct again. It's the Miner Mortar Rascals deck, of course. So you know, if anybody knows how to play against Miner Mortar, it's LaPoKaTi, right? And we take that left tower down. Boom. Well played halfway through the match, and look at that defensive job we did there with the Zap and the Cannon. Again, able to clean up that counter push really well, and geez, we're staying aggressive. Fireball in the King Tower. He's thrown in the towel. Poor Shadow. GG's, man. And it looks like before even double elixir time, the opponent has given up. And can you blame him? That will be 4 in a row. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going until he loses, as long as he's willing to play, right? I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go against Kirky. Oh, Cookie! So here we go, 10 seconds in. I am hyped. It is 11 p.m. at the time of this recording. This video will go live tomorrow, though. I was going to double upload today, but I just got home again from 4 days on the road, and I really just want to spend some time with Charlie, my son. So I hope you guys don't mind. Initially, when I did the update sneak peek, my last video to this one, I intended to kind of go 2 videos today, or yesterday rather, I guess. I don't know. My days are all bleeding together. But I decided, you know what? Let's put this one out tomorrow, which is Saturday, and you know, spend a little bit of family time, catch up a little bit with my boy. Anyway, Golem in the back, so this is going to be one of the most challenging matchups, and we already had cycled that Mega Minion into the Golem lane, so it looks like he's going to go same lane here. Normally, if he didn't already have that Mega Minion on the board, he probably would have went opposite lane with a Giant at the bridge. Giant, Mega Minion, Miner, similar to what we saw him do against the Pekka 2 matchups ago. So just kind of note that. Let's see if we can defend here. Mega Minion is still alive. Now it's dead. Lumberjack, nice cannon, and then skeletons to pull the support troops. Tower finishes off that Lumberjack, but Baby D's down. Oh boy, raged up Baby D. This could be trouble here, guys. Zap is in hand. Okay, nice defense there. Nice defense. We do have about a 1 or so elixir disadvantage, maybe 1.5 elixir down. Not really what we want here, but this is going to be a challenging matchup. Again, going to have to cycle sometimes to 2 cannons when you're playing this matchup. It's like 2.6 when you're going against a matchup like this, a Golem deck, right? Opposite lane with the Giant, the Miner, the Mega Minion when they drop that Golem. I mean, in this situation, we already have that right tower targeted, so we're going to go same lane again here with the Giant. Not going to combo the Giant with anything else here, though. Obviously, knowing the support troops will take it out. Instead, we use the Fireball against that Night Witch. Can we take the right tower down? We take the right tower. Okay, we don't take the right tower down, but a log will finish it off. Probably going to log. Here we do. Cannon's down. This time the Lumberjack's going to be stymied by those skeletons there. Nice zap to take care of those bats. Lumberjack does get 1 or 2 hits. This is going to be tough defense here. Double elixir time. Golem is still alive after that cannon is down, and that tower is going to be down. Fireball! No. Fireball and a Miner. Defensive Miner comes down. Uh-oh, but that tower is toast here. So 35 or so seconds left remaining. And here we go again, gonna have to defend against another Golem push here with the definite matchup advantage at this point for the opponent. Let's see what we can do here against Kirky. So a cannon plays first. tough, like, I anticipate a Lumberjack. Okay, Lumberjack in the pocket again against that cannon, and LaPoKaTi was ready with it there with the skeletons, but now it looks like, oh, we cycle back to another cannon. So nice defense again here. Every time I think he's done for, he somehow comes out with something. Fireball in hand, Fireball is down, Log comes down, clean that up, get rid of that bat, and 1 second left. Ding, we are into sudden death overtime. So a Golem is played in the back, but not the way back here for the opponent. And LaPoKaTi decides to just go ahead and cycle here some defensive cards, gets that cannon set up again in the pocket. This time no skeletons down. Lightning comes down by the opponent. We're going to cycle to another cannon here again, I assume. Let's see. Yep, another cannon is down. Skeletons, a very, very, very valuable source of DPS against tanks. Make sure you're not just, you know, haphazardly cycling your skeletons, excuse me, for no reason. And again, nice defense there, but we are taking some damage. A raged up Barbarian gets 2 big hits on our tower, taking down to 1456. 40 seconds, 45 seconds into overtime here. And NATO is the last card. Ooh, this is just an awful matchup, guys. He has the NATO for the giant in the pocket. He has the lightning for our cannon. This is a challenging one. Even with like Mini Pekka or Lumberjack or something in this deck, it would be a very challenging matchup. But hey, let's see what he can do. He's pulled off some tougher miracles that we've seen even in CRL. That Log does not hit the Golem there, but it was actually just a cycle, I guess, to another cannon. Pulls that Golem to the King Tower, and still somehow we are staying alive here. Almost halfway through sudden death overtime. This time we're taking some heavy King Tower damage. The King Tower falls below 2,000 HP. Now we're gonna go aggressive here again with a giant. The Log is down for the Lumberjack and the Night Witch. A Fireball is down. Night Witch is dead, but we don't even get one hit, I don't think, with that giant. Now this is trouble here, guys. A cannon is down, a Mega Minion is down, but Lightning is in hand. 280 on the tower. We're gonna take an L. That was a tough one, man. I don't know what he could have done differently. He played, I'm surprised he held on for as long as he did. Let's do one more match, guys. All right, guys, here we go. Our final match of the video, and LaPoKaTi. I feel like I've probably said his name about 100 times wrong this video, and maybe 100 times right, and then maybe 100 times kind of wrong. You know, it's par for the course here on CWA. I apologize. LaPoKaTi. It's not that hard, dude. It's really not that hard. But I always go to say LaPoKaTi, like Capote. Anyway, whatever, dude. I'm a noob. You guys are used to it. I even suck at casting. I suck at playing, suck at casting, but somehow some of you guys still watch me, and I really appreciate it, and I love you guys for it. So anyway, we're going against a Valkyrie and a what? A Valkyrie Fire Spirits Royal Giant deck to end things off here in this video, guys. Let's see what LaPoKaTi can do against it. Again, my apologies here. It's one of those, yeah, no, whatever. I'm not going to make excuses. I just suck. So here we go. It's going to be Ice. Oh, look at this deck the opponent's playing here. Fire Spirits Valkyrie. Ice Wiz. Oof. I don't know. It's a dirty deck. It could be a triple spell deck. I'm figuring they have a big spell too, but not a lot of air. So maybe it's maybe I'm gonna guess maybe like a, I don't know. Do you think they have NATO? Who plays Ice Wiz without NATO nowadays, right? Well, it is a big spell. Fireball comes down. Surely it's not a quadruple spell deck, so it looks like it is an Ice Wiz without NATO deck that we're going against here. And we go ahead and play the Giant right at the bridge there. And look at the opponent's Elixir right now, guys. Ooh, we missed the Ice Wiz with that Fireball, but it doesn't matter. What do they have in hand to stop this Giant right now? Ice Wiz is not going to get the job done. And we take that tower all the way down to 1342. 20 seconds remaining here in single elixir time. Cannon set up opposite lane and a defensive miner to keep that Ice Wiz away from our cannon. Now we're going to go ahead and log that Royal Giant back, and we're going to prevent any hits. Now one hit from the Royal Giant on that right tower. Good luck comes down from LaPoKaTi, and let's go ahead let's go ahead and see what we can do here in double elixir time. 1342 remaining on the right tower. A nice damage advantage. This is exactly where you want to be heading into double elixir time in terms of the damage advantage. A Fireball comes down for the opponent. This is going to be a big push here. Inferno Tower is the last card. Okay, that makes more sense now. Let's see what he does here. Zap! See, I was saying this earlier, right? Zap there on the miner, on the Ice Wiz, and not on the Inferno Tower. Really noteworthy, like, kind of interaction, or a micro interaction for you guys to take away from this video. So here we go again. It's gonna be a Valkyrie down, gonna be a Royal Giant down. We got a miner on the right tower. 22 seconds remaining here in the match. Oh man, that tower is gonna be toast here. Miner's gonna take care of it. No, well, a log will take care of it, or a fireball, or anything. Well played from Mathman91, 20-game winner from Reign of Chaos, and he wants you to know about it, man. I would too if I was a 20-game winner. I would flex that emo every single battle. Here we go. Log misses the tower. Doesn't matter. Fireball's in hand. GG. 1 second left. And LaPoKaTi. Jesus. Yeah, this video. Oh, this video. Anyway, I want to give a huge shout out to my man, LaPoKaTi, for coming on, dude. And of course, wishing him nothing but success in the CRL West. Huge fan of the Immortals team, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Good luck with this deck. Check out his player stats and profile. Thanks to statsroyale.com. A huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. And give him a follow on Twitter, guys, as well. And that's going to do it for today's video. I think I've already made an embarrassment enough of myself. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.